Hello everybody, we are here with one of the matchups I was hoping not to run into. Everyone seems... this is rough. I figured it would happen sooner or later. Both of us, we are 3-0 right now. Sorry for spoilers if you're starting on this video now. There weren't a whole lot of other potential options for who to match into. So this was more or less bound to happen. I'll see what I can do. Tsubaki's been playing really well today. He's been finishing all of his series 3 before I do. Before a lot of people do, even. I don't really have a lot of Doom Clear for Cycrox. He doesn't have any mentals for Digithreat Synergy, so it's probably just Neurotoxins, and then that's it. Tutsu was the only possible scaling I had with Show Off, which is now gone, understandably so. I don't have Rage on Psypad or anything. I think Moments is just a little bit more of a pain than Yowler, and I would like to ban Volarin next turn. I'm gonna leave Scaravolt in. Scaravolt at least doesn't have any healing for itself or for its allies. Tuvine for sure, he doesn't really have any counters to Tuvine. I'm gonna pick Grumper too. Grumper counters Volarin to counter Scaravolt. Prevents him from... I think it's a half full Scaravolt, so he won't be able to just bring it in freely and get a Spores on it. Because I think a CPG plus a Sludge Gift would kill. I imagine it would. His Nid is also threatened out turn 1 by my wind move from Tuvine. Volphy is what I didn't really want to see, but I knew it was coming. And yeah. Probably should have tried banning the Yowler. I don't know if the Yowler's got Toughen or not. I don't know if this Ninja still has Mom's Lunch or not. There's a lot of information I don't have. I think this first match is going to be a lot of gaining information and hoping for the best. If I can somehow squeeze out a win like I did against Scarsing, all the better. Yeah, there goes Brock, makes sense. That was my best swap in turn 1. I don't think a Feather Galling plus an Aquatic, if I swap in Platamus, plus another plus a Turbine would kill the Volphy. I'm assuming it's a bulkier Volphy. It very well could be a Kaleidoscope Volphy as well. He could side Spores the Volphy and then Lightful Sap, so both of them are healing. He did pick the Owler. I'm definitely going to want Tort. I clicked Toxic Gas a lot this tournament, and it has helped significantly. But in this matchup alone, I wish I had Tort Knight's Garden. I do not. I really wish I did. I'm gonna bring Plat so that I can swap out Grumper here. If he doesn't pick Scaravolt, I'm picking Saku. If he does pick Scaravolt, I'm probably picking Psypat. Okay, Sako it is. Sako hits or Nigisil, Cycrox, and Grumper, and it walls Wolfie entirely. Plus it has Narco hit for Yowler. Kaleidoscope, Diabolo, okay. If I was to Feather Gatling the Nigisil right now, he would just swap it out after he throws a Lifeful Sap on it. He doesn't have Mom's Lunch on either of these two, though. I was thinking it could have been on the Nigisil. Maybe it's on the Grumper? I know sometimes the Grumper will hold it. I like stamp items on Grumper, but if you're running a stall set with a lot of Stamp Invest already, it can definitely do without. I'm sure there's a Mom's Lunch somewhere on the team, though. He's taking a lot of time to think already. He doesn't know that I think this matchup is doomed for me. Swaps the Nid. Goes into Grumper. Okay, that's not bad. And there's the Mom's Lunch. Bait's procced with a Sludge Gift. I'll just throw another Feather Gatling at the Wolfie because, like I said, a Turbine plus an Aquatic will not kill the Wolfie from this health. I don't mind taking a T-Strike from Grumper. In fact, I'd rather just hit it with an Aqua Bullet at this point. Swaps the Wolfie for Yowler, and he's probably getting off a Stonewall. I could have committed an Aquatic plus a CPG to prevent that. But I did not. Because if he swapped to Nigisil, that would have been a really bad turn for me. I have doubts that a Feather Gatling will kill this Grumper. I definitely have doubts. After an Aqua Bullet, it would need to do 10% Feather Gat. It has 11 more BP. Maybe I just save 2 Vine. Bring in my Grumper or something. I'm fairly confident his Grumper's swapping. Otherwise I would have committed Aquatic. This is good. That actually did quite a bit of damage to Yowler, far more than I would have expected. We're gonna burn it. We're gonna burn it down. No, I mean the Yowler. I swear. I think a DV plus an Aquatic, as long as he doesn't swap to Nid, would be really good here. And I think he'll expect me to target the Cycrox, but also it's Tsubaki, and he has a big brain. He honestly makes so many good plays that I couldn't even fathom. Or he'll just stay in on both, because why not? BV 45 down to 18. Toxic Slime taking out my Platamus eventually. Yowler getting a Hibernate. Two more holds till Winter's Call. Double screen on the Cycrox. We're gonna Toxin Shower. There's no way I can save my Plat. There's just not. Do I need it for anything? No, not really. It's okay against Volphy. It's probably, but I have Saku against Volphy. Right now I need to keep tempo on Yowler. Apply some pressure onto Cycrox too, which would be really nice with Electric Storm here. Curious what the Cycrox clicks this turn. Ooh, Zen Med. Buffing his Ninjasil. Very, very interesting. And also, who cares? He could swap to Volphy here, but Volphy takes an Aquatic then. Still his best play by far. He's just going to take the turn where my Platamus is OX'd and my Grumper's practically OX'd. Cycrox is bulky, but not bulky enough. Grumper's basically full health now, and we're more or less trading 1 for 1. He brings in Yowler now, hits himself with the Spores because there's almost nothing I can do to stop that. And then he hits Grumper. And I double swap. Swap in Tuvine, and okay. So he wants a Lifeful Sap from his Volphy onto the Yowler. I feel like Grumper gets some stamina. Platamus is dead anyways, I'd just rather get holds off and the right Tems on the board. Perfect. Less perfect. Oh, okay, yeah, that sucks. Wasn't counting those turns. I need to kill Volphy as soon as humanly possible. Because otherwise these two are just going to sit on the board and perma-heal back and forth for the rest of the game. Yikes. Oh, the Zen Med. I'm like, why did that do so much damage? That's why. Ninjasil does not have enough staying power here. But it'll start sporing now. I don't have enough special attackers left to deal with Volphy effectively. He still got that Yowler in the back too. I can deal with his Grumper, and potentially the Yowler if Volphy's gone, with Grumper and Tort. and he acknowledges that. He's actually using cooperation for the stamina. I didn't even think about that. That's fun. I guess that's how stall players work. Yeah, that's game. I needed him to just stay in and let me beat on his Fluffy, which was never happening, ever. Yeah, GG. I'll keep trying for another couple turns, see if I can create some tempo, but it ain't happening. He doubled. Oh no, he didn't even double. Yikes. Spores probably even kills me at this range. See, having Tortonite's Garden here would just be so nice. I just couldn't drop it for anything else earlier. Oh, I live on 3 health. I get one more fraction of a turn. Sludge gift for chip. I basically need a Rotten Goo plus Sludge gift plus a Crystal Spikes to kill whatever health this Wolfie has left, which is never gonna happen. Rotten Goo plus Sludge gift maybe does like 35%. Resisted Sea Spikes probably does 12, so it's like 47%. So it's maybe a Turbine from Tuvine can help. I don't know how fast or how slow the Wolfie is. Oh, yeah, well, there's that too. He's not side-sporing his Wolfie, which might be better. He DVs the Tort. That's smart. Tort being alive is the only thing that's keeping me in this game. He just Sludge Gifts me now. He can actually finish me off with Toxic Inks now, even if it did get it to a 1v1 with Nid. I made it look relatively close, at least. Hey, Yeller still got above half. If this little combo could get the Yowler and Turbine range, maybe I'd stand a chance, but it was way closer than I thought it would ever be, though. Oh, no, not a chance. Well, if this does like 15%, it's at 44. So it's like 16%. I think Turbine, well... If stamina wasn't a factor, I could have won. Well, but no cooperation, so the Yowler still lives. Yeah. Darn, I could have killed it from this health. I could have. But Nutbar, Side Spores, and co-op is not happening. He has to Savage Saku then, but it doesn't matter. He can do that just fine. It does like 15, 16-ish percent. That does nowhere near. Oh, it's the 2-9 instead. I could have narcoed. I should have. Yeah, there's a problem. I probably gotta ban it next game. It's just too good when it receives buffs. Could I have forfeited like 20 turns ago? Yeah. Maybe I should ban the Nid. It's different. Normally I wouldn't. But if I ban the Nid, that gets rid of one of his biggest sources of healing and also buffing. He doesn't have a whole lot of sources of either. Like, Diabolo screwed me, Side Spores screwed me. Not giving me any chance. I just want to see how much this does. Yeah, I never win that. He doesn't have any more healing, but it doesn't matter. He just spores me and the game's over. GG. If I could have kept Tort alive, but that was never happening. Let's get into the second one right away. If I do pull out a win here, we'll be going to 3, and then it'll just be the worst set that we gotta go through. Everyone will be waiting on us. Oh, moments, that's what I banned. Other raid boss recipients. I just don't have any digis or fires, and Moment is so much bulkier than Yowler. Moments can also heal allies. All allies and itself at the same time if it wants. I'm gonna have to let the Volerin through this game. Pick the 2-Vine, try and scare off the Nid, and then I'm gonna ban the Nid if I can. Without the Nid, Tort gets a lot less value, but that's kind of what I gotta do. Guess I gotta think about this lead first. Have full Scaravolts, and I'll just lay full sap it back to full. Depending on how the health rounds, I think it rounds down. Otherwise, if I ignored the thing, it could go back up to full, so if it swaps out, it would actually proc half full a second time. Now whether that's good or bad, honestly, couldn't tell ya. Gonna definitely need Psypath this game to deal with the bug. Probably gonna ditch Saku. Yeah. My plan is basically ignore Scaravolt, kill everything else. Oh, it rounds up. It rounds up. Laura, we were cheering for me. I appreciate it, but this is the matchup I did not want to face from the start. I knew that my team was bad into stall. I just don't have any sort of offensive scaling. Even show off on 2-2 is just not going to help me out much here. If that could have killed, that would have been nice. It did not. T-strike onto 2-Vine. Does does exactly half. Tsubaki, were you watching my videos? Nah, that's so unfortunate. I wanted 2-Vine to deal with Volerend. Which it will no longer be able to do real well. Even resisted, that does so much damage. Yep, here comes Voler. Scribble gets to pick and choose which target it wants to destroy here. Fire Nado's coming at one of them. Probably Brockle him because he can just use Feather Gatling on Tort. I mean, he can just use Nox Bomb on Brock, but that'll give me evasion, so. And no, there's not a chance of me living to NATO. +2 special attack. Like, you see how much that T-strike did to Tort? Covering a swap. So that's the slot he picked. No strange vest on the Vola though. Kind of meh about that. Mixed feelings. I guess if the Scaravel OX is here, it'll push itself out of range anyways. So that's kinda lame. Rip that plan. Nope, he's swapping it out. Alright. Better or worse, we'll find out. Beef up on the Owler, okay. It's not bulky defensively, so... Just throw a Feather Guard at the Vola and then I'll show off myself. Find out if the Owler has Toughen here. Usually they're choosing between Winter's Call or Toughen. I'd imagine Winter's Call would be better on this slower type of team. Toughen gives you more immediate buff. Yeah, it does 0 damage to Grumper. He does have Toughen. So there was no Winter's Call all along, and my special attackers are now highly limited. I need him to target Tutsu. If he targets Tuvine, I'm in really bad shape. You'd think he wouldn't, because he wants me to OX, but at the same time he could have been predicting a swap. Haito definitely puts Vola to sleep. He does Savage too. Probably just brings in Scarafold here and Electric Storms. I have 0 counterplay for that. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it doesn't proc again? Really? I thought it did. Maybe they changed that in some update and I just never saw it. Oh well. Playing around a mechanic that doesn't exist. I believe with with tag team, Psypack can live a T-strike. show off is just kind of like insurance. I wish I got the Invigorize though, but the Savage was not gonna let me. Goes for the Saipat with a clinch. Live, Saipat! Oh, if I lived, I think I could have. I think I had a chance to win, but I don't think I do anymore. Seems to be a really common theme. He probably just swaps out Scarabolt here, kills the 2-2, and then calls it a day. So, like, I could have swapped out 2-2 for Broccolum. Yeah. But if that wasn't what he did, then that would have been bad. That doesn't even kill, so my CPG doesn't transfer to Yowler. This whole game just was awful. I knew I'd lose beforehand, but you just... Yeah, I don't like games that are just out of my control. I don't think I had any agency over winning the game or not in any of these. I don't think with my team that there was any chance that I could beat Tsubaki. Unless he misplayed. That he's a master at his craft. So that was never gonna happen. I'll get to see if he's got another fire move for fun. Magma Cannon, Embers, Meteor Swarm, all the above. No, he's got a T-Strike, Electric Storm, and Fire Nado. Yeah, too, Vine, I feel that way too. 41, I didn't even, that's not even 20%. It's just under. Meteor Swarm. And just rest on Yowler. Nah. GG's, I don't think I ever stood a chance, but I gave it a valid effort. Valid. Helps him catch up to me in the rankings quite a bit. So I'll see what I can do. If I can still hit top 8, that would be nice. Otherwise, Tsubaki, I'll root for you to win it all because that means your spot goes down, and I still can get in. Although I got a lot of respect for you as a player, if you're watching this. Play something that's like Stall is unconventional. It's not meta, and to play it so well through all metas, definitely cool. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.